public's out there throwing darts at a board sport. I don't throw darts at a board. I bet on sure things. Read Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Every battle is won before it's ever fought. Think about it. You're not as smart as I thought you were, buddy boy. You ever wonder why fund managers can't beat the S&P 500? Because they're sheep. And sheep get slaughtered.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can comment a lot on that clip, like they put that shit in movies, but it's true. I mean, look, Citadel has the algo, they see what you buy, you know, all this. But nevertheless, had a pretty good day. I would want to draw your attention here to Bitcoin that is doing something. Now, what I would like overnight is for the digital dog shit 1 hour to bounce from this 21 and go higher like it did here, you know? Okay, that's what I'm looking at. Why? Because then coin could be an absolute face ripper tomorrow. I don't know if it'll go higher, remains to be seen. Something to keep an eye out for. Does it have a room to go? Yeah, I would love one of these sticky sticks for no reason and make a head and shoulders. See it? Okay, that's what I'm looking at. Is he gonna do it right now? No, might not, but it could soon. You know, this setup here could be something like here. You see that daily curl just like we had here. So it wouldn't surprise me if we before FOMC have a move. Okay, now I had said yesterday that if ECB pauses, we will rip. ECB hiked 25 basis points. What happened? We did not dump. We had a hot PPI. We did not dump. What is going on, folks? Well, it's not Bob and Sue loading their 401ks. It's not even Builder Bob trading from his hot tub, which is fantastic, by the way. This is just pure manipulation. Look at this Bitcoin setup here. This is your supply. This is demand. We've touched it. We got a buy signal. This will rip. Coin now becomes my main watch. Okay, Coinbase. Why? Because that is. If there, let me just put it this way: if there's one stock Hunter Biden would trade options on, it would be Coinbase. Okay. So let's see what we did today. We gapped up. Hopefully you guys swung those 375 QQQs. If you didn't, it's probably because you were reading Twitter. Now, let's just objectively look at this, okay? So this is the 30-minute chart, okay? Let's just adjust this so we have it nice and tight. Yesterday, we were watching it do this all day, and then it sold off, and then it bounced and ended nowhere. Then we gapped up when we shouldn't have, okay? But that's just the feels I'm getting is, you know, seasonality. If you're wondering why you've had to only scalp this week and it just feels weird to trade, it's because look at this chart, okay? Ding, 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 ding. Okay, and when the bears load up as they did here, then they do that. Okay, so two things can happen here. We can gap up some more and freaking go, and that is the Moon Train's price target, hence the 454 cheap YOLO swing. Okay, if not, I would say we sell off. That does not mean that we won't go higher next week. But again, look at the algo. Now, this is so consolidated, it had to pop one way, and it was never going to go down before going up because of the demand area and the supply area being up here. Us finishing here in the supply area we'll see. But yeah, very broken up chart. But every day since Monday, we've had a sell and then we've chugged. Sell, chug. Also had another sell there, but sell, chug. Today, sell, chug. We'll see. We either fill this gap tomorrow or we gap and go. Very simple. We either fill this gap. If we cannot open up above highs here, we're going to fill the gap. We might stop here if this is a miraculous magic level, which it might be, but most likely we fill the gap. So there's only one trade tomorrow. It's either calls out of the gate, let's freaking go, OPEX craziness, or puts. The worst thing that can happen is option B, and that is sideway action because of OPEX. Burn both sides. Would I be surprised if they do that? No, not at all. Because it's OPEX. But we will see. Let's review the daily. Interesting. The daily Stow can go, as can the MACD. See? The MACD can go all the way up to 60-65. Currently down here in the 5s. So again, I've told you many times, probably over half of the Twitter accounts you watch are, not actual people or traders. They're just the MMs, okay? Manipulating public opinion just like CNN does, who have now turned on Joe. Interesting. So what do we got here? Ooh, man, this coffee I made is kicking me in the nuts. All right. Let's move forward. Talk of the town. How low can she go? She can go to 0. There's one guy out there who's been talking about this gap. You're listening to him right now. Gap filled. Bounce? No, not yet. Where is this guy heading? I want you to pay attention right now. Very, very much. This is going to be a longer recap, but I didn't do one yesterday, so let's hang out. I've never told a single person to buy SQQQ shares for a reason. These power share, this VIX is very interesting. It's full on voodoo, magic, you name it. So, tomorrow, let's do this together. And let's really nail it in here. Let's take off this guy so we can get it right. I'm going to put one alert right freaking there at 1274, and I'm going to put one at 1273. If we lose these, we are going to, and I'll tell you, we got a few levels here. We're going to 1241, 1237, 1228. You know the deal. We can go all the way down to 1017, 1018. You heard it here first. Okay, that goes, and we go for all-time highs. We can go down to 856. Now this will of course blow a lot of people. Look, there's so many freaking people with VIX calls. Okay, no reason for you to think that way or do that or blah blah blah. Okay, see this box we had here, and I said once we retest that, this is good. Okay, whatever. Next, the big bull in the room is Mr. Dixie, and I'm sorry I got these freaking trend shift candles on because TradingView is whatever. This is still strong. How high can it go? Again, I said Not that I looked at oil today. But I said if oil goes above 88.44, there's no stopping it, right? That is driving the S&P 500. Now, if we can get a lower high on the Dixie here, which might be happening, and but I have to say the setup looks pretty freaking bullish for the Dixie. Let me check what. Yeah, I mean, if we can get a Dixie reaction, this market is going absolutely nuclear. But if not, this is definitely going to test 106. And then you will have a complete W, but you will also have, you know, the Dixie. Let me put it this way: the Dixie going up like this, like no joke, and just going and going and going. Once it reverses, the market's going to rip. Okay, so why is the market chopping? Because the 10-year is chopping, and the 10-year being flat can also make the market go higher. Market risk is at 280. It is high. This should have dumped today. It did not. Question becomes, since you got a daily 9 curl, are they gonna freaking do? If they do it tomorrow, I don't even think they sell steak that I want to grill where I buy my steak. Okay? Because I've said my top of the range is that all week. Okay? I would love a double top here. I would love a candle like this tomorrow. I would absolutely freaking love it. We kind of have the same setup if you look at the candles. 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. I would welcome a boom tomorrow. I'm not in heavy. I'm again 90% cash. Why? Well, here's the Namo. It's bullish. Kind of a inverted head and shoulders setup on it, right? I don't mind that. That is nothing. This is more important, okay? I'm gonna be watching this tomorrow. This didn't really give off anything. But KRE is holding up remarkably well. Okay? Vol D, look at that. That's why we had a green day. I would want some follow through on it. Can it? I don't know. Looks pretty tapped out. We will see. Again, it's OPEX. But the bigger picture here is that QQQ is not far off from 380. Okay? Now let me look real quick here on my iPhone. That is not the new model. What we got for QQ. Then the fact that SPY closed over 450 is pretty awesome in my opinion. So what are the 380s tomorrow? Come on, Mr. Phone. All right. 380s are 45 cents. Double 100%. 200. I mean, if he wants to go there tomorrow, that could be quite the trade. We will see. These premiums are a little odd, I have to say, after this week that they are. So the 444s closed at 6 cents. Am I expecting it to go there? No. But if we can gap over today's highs, okay, they will juice and I will sell and I will see what the market does now. And I'll showcase it to you. This is really where I want it. But we got a secondary pink line, and you know me and my pink lines, they're no joke. But this around here, 453, would be ideal. It's doable. Is it likely? No, but it's doable. Again, if Apple decides to have a ripper tomorrow, and they were, you know, flirting with it a little bit, it's got a nice curl, it's got a 1 hour cross. Let's look at the daily. Where we at, Apple? Well, that doesn't look very good, but what could that do? We could have a retest and then a fail, right? You've seen that a bunch of times on the 5 minute when you're trading. I like that this is curling. We will see. Tesla can go to freaking 420 by October. That's how bullish I am on Tesla. I mean, just it's gonna go fill this gap. Where's the gap? Jeez, we're close to the gap. 281 to 289. All right, I'm thinking pre-FOMC. So Tesla on watch tomorrow. Whew, spicy. I missed Carvana. I did. This was 1,000% play. Not gonna cry about it because, but I want to show you how you can spot it. I wasn't looking at it. Okay, my bad. See the volume. See the volume. Huge freaking volume. Okay. Now Nvidia. Today I played this move. Why? Because it had the 5% setup and I sold when it was getting close to the 89 MA. Now, can it do 1,000% tomorrow? No, but it can do 500 because the 465s are 55 cents and they can run to like 250, right? Why am I saying that? Well, if you want to do any research, you will know that Jensen sales are scheduled. Okay, this freaking IPO'd at like, I don't know, 99 cents or some shit in 99. Well, maybe not 90, about 40 bucks. Whatever. This guy's loaded. Okay, it has to free up shares because Nvidia is going to 800. Okay. But what's it said? This is a bullish close, and then we got some after hours action. So, can it reach to 460 tomorrow? Yeah, it can. And just to showcase you what it can do, if it's a Nvidia day, when was it? It was a Friday that we played it, wasn't it? Yeah, is this it? Maybe it was not a Friday. But anyways, Nvidia can go from, it can go 30 bucks in a day if it wants to. So remember when Elon was selling Tesla and everybody was waiting for him to confirm that he'd stopped selling? Once that happens, this is going back to 500. The daily looks absolutely shit with the 9 crossing down. That's why I'm kind of capping this play if I take it to like, if it reaches 462, be out because that is going to reject. However, look at the Stow. Looks pretty nice for a rebound, a retest. So I'm still going to be watching that tomorrow. If the premium, look, it's all about the premiums with the Citadel algo. I'll jump into something if it's really cheap and I see that, okay, the 460s or 465s are super freaking cheap. They're going to juice. I'll be in it for a move. Nothing's going to change tomorrow. I'm still just going to be in for the move. Now, LMT, could we have snagged it? Yes, we could. But that's not a very big LMT move. And you look at the daily, you'll see why. It still hasn't even rejected the 9 or the 21 to go back and retest. And that's really what we're then going to scoop up. And then we're going to play this gap. Earnings coming up, of course. Okay? What else? You had some after hours news. Absolute shit show. Nah, whatever. Yeah, coin. Okay. So if Bitcoin pumps overnight, it's 85, 86. Anything beyond that is a complete lotto win. Microsoft had a big candle in the close. Keep an eye on that. Now, for the other interesting part, let me just reload this. I know Netflix has gotten absolutely toasted. So keep that. So see this dark pool here? It was showing some red because they weren't really buying it up. You got massive SPY buying into close, okay, to hold the market up. Okay, so what can it be? Can it just be random pump? Yeah, it could be literally that they're going to pump this into FOMC because now it's like, well, okay, now this starts making sense. You pump it into FOMC, you feel this gap, you put in the lower high, you freaking just shit the bed all the way to lower October. You hit this trend line somewhere around, you know, and maybe not even that. Maybe you just go down to 433. But you do it by Halloween, and then the Fed has another FOMC, and then we pump, right? Because if you remember last year, and if you don't, that was probably the most legendary SPY day of all time, and I will show it to you. Where is it? Here we are. Okay, here we go. I remember that day. Was it this day? Where are we? October. When we put in the low. Yeah, here. So I remember that day, and I'll tell you a story about it. I had swung puts, and they paid, and I was sitting in them, and I was thinking, this is not moving. So I switched 2 calls, okay? And it was absolutely freaking insane, like $20 on SPY. So that's why we have that trend line right there connects the March low. If we put in a double top there, I would not be opposed to. I don't know if it goes all the way down there, probably does. But at some point, whenever we touch this trend line, just full port it. So we will see tomorrow. I don't want to get too ahead of myself because it's move by move. Either we fill this gap and come and retest this wedge, which is completely plausible, or we go and, ooh, what is that? That is Mr. Gap right there. Where is he from? Love it. All right. Or we fill this gap, which is not far off. I want to go higher, but we'll see. All right. That's it for now, folks. Have a great one. Love yourself, love your family. God bless.